Hi, my name is Brenda Sanders. I'm taking over for today. I'm talking about miscarriage. I had one, but it's been quite a while ago. But as my memory served me, when I went through the miscarriage, I hadn't had anybody in my family that I could think of, like my mother or sisters or anybody to have a miscarriage to talk to about it. But I know when I went into the doctor, he was like, well, the baby wasn't forming right. It wasn't very big. But to me, I feel like just because it wasn't very big doesn't mean that you won't be affected by it. Because as time went on, I did feel bad. It felt like a death that I lost a child, even though it wasn't formed and I wasn't that far along. But within myself, I still felt so bad. And so, like, could I have done something to make it better? Or was it my fault that I had the miscarriage? But it wasn't nothing I could have done. It wasn't in my control. But if you're having a miscarriage, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like, well, I'm not supposed to grieve because the baby wasn't very big. Go through your own process with it. It's a loss. So grieve your loss and don't feel like you shouldn't grieve because the baby wasn't far enough along or you weren't far enough along. So I say if you're having a miscarriage, try to talk to somebody. If you can get counseling, that's even better. But if you can't get counseling, still talk about your feelings and your emotions that you're dealing with and deal with those feelings. Don't try to hide them or bury it. If you feel like crying, just cry. And no matter how many days you got to cry, just try to get through it and grieve in your own time, in your own way, because miscarriage is a very serious thing and people just don't talk about it very often. They act like it's no big deal. Yes, I did have another child after my miscarriage and everything was fine, but you still grieve the process. But even with my third child, when I went to the doctor, he was thinking that I was having a miscarriage with my third son. And everything on the charts did say miscarriage. Everything that I was going through was a miscarriage baby. But the Lord just blessed. He said, well, you can just go home. There's nothing I can do. If you go home and run the sweeper, you can just lose this baby. It was out of his control. But because the Lord wanted this seed and this baby to be formed, he blessed me to be able to carry it full term and have my third child without a miscarriage. So miscarriage is a very serious topic that people should talk about more often and not try to sweep it under the rug like it's no big deal, because it is a big deal and it does hurt mentally. It bothers you for a little bit, just trying to get past it. But once you get over the hump of dealing with it, you feel better. But you never forget that miscarriage that you did have. Thanks for listening, everybody.